It was me, George Crawford, Bucky, Pledge brother, George Allen Crawford III, Roland Park, Kansas, Shawnee Mission South High School, 1979. Dad was a beta, University of Pennsylvania. Uncle was a beta, Westminster. Younger brother, Todd, 2 years younger, was a beta at the University of Texas. Youngest brother, Tom, I'm not quite sure. He was a TKE, wasn't a beta at KU. I don't know. You know, he may have been unduly penalized by the betas because of me losing my shit in Video Corner. But I got the beta stuff around Kansas City alumni for any beta Christmas thing this weekend. I don't know. My dad had a bunch of friends that were betas, and probably the main reason I became a beta. If I wouldn't have been a beta, I may not have stayed at Oklahoma State. I don't know. Guess I was lucky to be around nice guys, or all the bullshit definitely ruined my grade point, but my motivation for grade point kind of like there was bullshit and fraud in high school on grade point, so I don't believe in grade point. But I graduated in mechanical engineering in 4 years. Didn't get a scholarship. Quit really trying after the pledgeship. I decided, grade point's meaningless after all the shit that went on as a pledge. And in reality, grade point really is pretty much just stupid bunch of bullshit, crap, and fraud. I mean, I could go over so many classes, but the engineering degree got me into a top-ranked school, Purdue Craner, and I got that degree. And there was crap and fraud there too, so I'm not going to act like there's anything holy about it. Everything's just crap and fraud everywhere. School, work, jobs, efforts, licenses in real estate and securities. But anyway, I'm glad to see you guys. I post pictures on here. Steve Roberts, one of my few pledge brothers who's actually on Facebook, linked with me, Steve Roberts. He's put a lot of pictures of George Reed and Gary Woods and Brent Emery. Guess you guys went out to a bar for a little Christmas. Everything's decorated Christmas. Hope you guys have fun. You got your wives, I remember, George Reed's wife, Kelly, and Brent's Trudy, and Big Rob's Ginger, and Gary Woods. I guess Gary got married. He lived in Kansas City for a little while back in the 80s or 90s. And of course, Joe Greenhall's moving back to Oklahoma after 33 years here in Kansas City. And this little joke I made up about him owing a tax in Kansas because, whatever. But, if you want to send me $1 million, just to say, hey, Kai, I'll take it. I'm Money. My name's Money in the Bank. I drive Uber, and sometimes I tell them my name's Money in the Bank. I work for money. I can get a high school diploma to be a Uber driver. I was driving people to the airport when I was 16 before high school diploma. I worked for a high school diploma, so it means something. No different than everybody else. Yeah, some people talk about grade point. I'll talk about grade point and what from where with anybody, but nobody gives me a chance, so all the stockbrokers have blindsided me, fucked me up pretty bad. Probably murdered my real dad. Probably other prominent betas have been murdered by some of these idiots that aren't look-alike identity thieves. And, I'm me. I'm the real me. I'm the real George A. Crawford III. But, life's what it is. I'm 61, born in 61. Well, I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, everybody in pledge class, and Oklahoma State bounces back in football and wins the bowl game. They kind of went terrible here in the last month or so. Basketball, well, I hope the Cowboys have a good season. If they're eligible to go to the big dance this year, I hope they do good. And we've been talking about having pledge class reunions for the last few years. COVID kind of makes everything a little bit more difficult for like that, but I guess the Beta House is having a 100-year anniversary in February. I might probably try to go down for that 100-year anniversary party. Last time I was down there was a year before COVID, and they had the grand opening of the new house. Great new house. Saw George Reed and Ron Peterson from our pledge class, and Steve Roberts. Other betas from our generation, older and younger than our class. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you all have a good Christmas. Everybody has a good Christmas, New Year's. Stay safe, healthy, and hopefully we can have a reunion, or a lot of guys will be there in February, whatever, for the 100-year birthday party. Thank God I'm beta. Well, I am a beta. I tell people I may not always, I finished what I started. Started out as a pledge. I almost quit, but I just said I'm in too deep to quit. My grade point's already fucked up. I ain't gonna get scholarship. I'll just do whatever it takes to become a beta. They're precedented to exist. All this stuff's precedented to be allowed by the school. I guess now it's not allowed by the school, which is probably a good thing. And I finished my engineering degree in 4 years. Finished what I started. I went to summer school once. Roommate with Brandon Emery one summer, apartment. Little episode with the bicycle and getting a traffic ticket for riding a bike through a stop sign in a residential neighborhood. That's one of the dumbest things ever, but whatever. I roomed with Keeling. Well, whatever. He didn't want to. Whatever. I don't care what people think about me. If you don't like me, or it's your prerogative. I don't care. Once a beta, always a beta, and once I got my degrees, they always matter. And anybody says they don't matter, your opinion means basically nothing. If we talk about money, there's no such thing as too much money either. So if you think people, all these billion-dollar hedge fund paychecks are too much money, I disagree with you. That's the minimum wage for me with my degrees and scores. ACT and GMAT percents, that's the minimum wage. I've never gotten it, but that's what it is. So I hope, McDougal, I don't know, I've never seen McDougal or heard of him since college. Old roommates, that picture Joe sent, masterpiece, when we were all pledges and big guys. I don't know if I had that picture anywhere, a lot of pictures, but that certainly brought back memories of everybody. Young 18-year-old kids. 18-year-old young men, all their... Well, happy holidays, everybody. I hope everybody stays good and healthy, and maybe I'll see some of you guys down there in February.